Welcome to what we call the Festool Track Saw. This is an amazing piece of equipment. It is a saw that rides on a track, and therefore it's going to make a perfectly straight line because we have a perfectly straight track. So, here's what you need to know about the track saw. First, this is the handle for the track. This will raise and lower the track. As you press down on the handle, the track will raise. Ooh, it takes a little oomph, but there you go. Down, track raises. Up, it lowers down. Let me show you about the different parts of this tool. You have the vacuum that should always be connected so that the sawdust you create, that goes in this port right here, so that the sawdust you create gets sucked up and doesn't end up on the track. The electrical cord, the hose should always be behind this here yellow stick. Since the hose and the cord are in the right spot, we are doing great. Next thing you want to know is that this here is the safety. Pressing up on that will allow for you to put your tool down to its desired depth. Then there's the trigger that's right here, and that will start your tool. So, in order to get your material in, you will raise the track. And I'll show you how to load your material here in just a second. The track is raised. Here's my material. I can slide my material under. And at this stage, all you need to do is have your material about 1/8. You've properly loaded your material when there's just a small amount showing along the length of the track. Okay? Now that my material is loaded, I'm going to come over here and lower the track. Now that the track is lowered, you're going to want to double check to make sure your material that's about what we want. Maybe we can push it in a little more. Just 1/8 of an inch is plenty. And we'll cruise down the whole line and check that our material's got that same 1/8 of an inch. Okay, so our material's loaded, the handle's down, track is set. Next, we're going to go ahead and grab that saw from its spot. And you're going to notice about this saw something. There is, right here, a groove. And this groove fits right on top of this ridge. So if it's not sitting in that ridge, you'll notice the saw is not very stable. When it sits in that ridge, you'll feel that it cannot move to the right or to the left, but it will be able to slide along the track. So here I go, I'm going to show you how that's set up. Right there. Okay, now that you have your material loaded, it's in the correct spot, there's only 1/8 or 1/16 showing, you're ready to get your straight edge. When you start your cut, you have one hand operating in safety and ready to pull the trigger, the other hand on the handle here. 2 hands on this saw at all times. Safety equipment will be on. Two hands on, then you're ready to operate this tool. And as you go, you're going to push this tool all the way through before we let go of the trigger and before we let the saw come up. All right? Once you are done with this tool, I'd love for you to make sure that the electrical cord and the hose are still on this side of the yellow stick, and you're going to replace this back into its position just on this side of the table. Then you can go ahead and pull back on your track, remove your piece, And then lower the track back down, please. Make sure you never lift this track while there's a tool on it. That would be much appreciated because it's an expensive track. I'd hate for you to have to pay for it. So that is how we use the Festool Track Saw. Please never lift this fence while the tool is on it. Please don't do that. So a quick review. Here are some things that you need to always remember. Number one, always have two hands on the saw at all times when you're operating this. Once you've got it to where you need it and you've got the saw running, go ahead and run that thing slowly but consistently through your material. That will keep you from having your material shift back and forth, and it'll just make for a nicer cut. The more times the teeth can hit the material, the cleaner the cut will be and the fewer saw curves you'll have. Do not cut too far into the table. That is another thing. So this should not be moved. But if for some reason you come here and you lower your saw and you feel it hit something before you've turned it on, please let your teacher know so that he can adjust the safety or the saw depth on it. Finally, one thing that I really love to get your cooperation on is this beautiful handle here. Be gentle when you use this. This thing has just 1 or 2 screws in it that can get loose, and it's a bummer when you have to replace those. So when you come to use it, just really gently use that and gentle back down. Thanks so much. I hope you have fun using the Festool Track Saw.